Hello children, today we are going to start a new chapter, that is chapter number 3, The World of Growing Knowledge. Children, among all the living creatures, only human beings possess the power to learn and understand. This is what makes them different and intelligent. Children, do you know, long ago, people communicated with each other through signs, gestures, or by drawing pictures. Then they were able to express themselves through spoken words. Man learned more from his experiences. He passed on this knowledge orally from one generation to another. Gradually, knowledge increased so much that it became difficult for him to memorize it. He felt the need for storing this knowledge. This was the beginning of writing. Story of numbers. Early man not only drew pictures of animals but also counted their numbers. He indicated numbers by drawing pictures. He would draw as many animals he saw. Then the concept of zero and the decimal system was developed in India. Even the international system of numbers was based on the Indian system. The numbers now in everyday use are called Arabic numerals. But the Arabs adopted the Indian numerals and called them Hinsa, which means of India. Today, the Hindu-Arabic number system is used all over the world. History of writing. Earlier writings were in the pictorial form. Many paintings have been found on cave walls in France, Spain, and India. Then over time, symbols were used to represent sounds and words. This form of expressing ideas through drawings was simple and easy to understand by everyone. Such a system of writing in which pictures and symbols were used to represent a word is called hieroglyphics. That was used in Mesopotamia and ancient Egypt. The Sumerians were the first people to introduce this system of writing. Then certain pictures were used to represent certain words. This writing is called cuneiform. Do you know, children, China, Korea, and Japan still use pictorial scripts. These scripts are difficult to read and write. One has to remember about 12,000 picture symbols to read a book in such a language. In India, the oldest scripts have been found on the seals of Indus Valley civilization. These scripts have not been deciphered yet. So, the Brahmi, Kharoshti and other scripts were used. Most Indian scripts have been derived from the Brahmi script, the official language of our country. Hindi is in Devanagari script, which comes from the ancient Brahmi script. Devanagari script is based on sound. Each letter represents a different sound. History of paper. The Egyptians were the first to make paper. It was made from a reed called papyrus. The word paper has been derived from papyrus. For a long time, papyrus continued to be used as writing material. Bhojpatra were the leaves of palm tree or skin of bush trees on which sages in the Himalayas used to write. Texts which were meant to long last were written on copper plates called Tamrapatra. The art of making paper began in China more than 2000 years ago. The Chinese soaked old rugs in water for a long time and then used that pulp to make the paper. Today, all the paper used is made from wood pulp mixed with china clay and other substances. The invention of printing. Children, earlier books were originally written and compiled painstakingly by hand. It was a very slow process. As a result, books were few and very costly. Thus, knowledge could not be spread easily and very few people were able to buy books. The art of painting developed in China about 1500 years ago. In 1443, John Gutenberg of Germany invented the first printing press. The Bible was the first book to be printed. It was printed on the sheepskin. He used lead molds of the alphabets and made hundreds of molds of each letter. These letters could be arranged to make words. For this, the ink was applied on the letter mold. Later, this mold was pressed with hand on a smooth surface or paper. These molds could be reset and reused. The printing press brought about a revolution in the field of writing. It is now possible to produce more books at a very low cost and at very large scale. Over time, the quality of printing got improved. We can now get colorful magazines, newspapers, and books in any number. Braley Script. In 1825, Louis Braley developed a special script for the blind. It was called Braley Script. The letters in this script are formed by raised dots on thick paper. People who cannot see could read the script by running their fingers along the dots. The different positions of dots represent different letters. Recorded reading of a book are also available for people who are unable to see. These are called talking books. Braley typewriters are also available these days. Children, hope this chapter is clear for you. Thank you.